Oh, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's a flop. It's rotten. There you go. It seems people that liked The Last Jedi don't like this. It seems people that are kind of just overall not liking any of the Star Wars under Disney are now hating it as well. This is one of the worst performances for Star Wars since The Phantom Menace, which is quite crazy, to be perfectly honest. And I know, look, ladies and gents, I know a lot of people are always sat there when I do videos like this and saying, why don't you watch it for yourself? I am, in 5 hours, and then I'll give you my reviews of it. But, you know, as this is part and parcel of the pop culture world, I've got to cover it, ladies and gents. We have to talk about this, because this is huge. This is genuinely huge. Not only are we seeing the tides turn on Disney with respect to the media, but we're also seeing the tides turn on Star Wars on a whole. And it fascinates me how they got it so wrong. How do you get it so wrong? Well, complete mismanagement. A lot of people will say that it's all to do with The Last Jedi. And that's partly to blame, but the overarching reason this has completely fallen apart is mismanagement. And it amazes me when we have the likes of Marvel. So, whatever you think of Marvel, it's very hard to deny that it's managed appropriately, as in every single film has an overarching narrative and they all blend seamlessly into the next. And yes, there are some subtle plot points here and there which may not line up, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. This is just the biggest, most monumental cluster ever. You've got things which were set up in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which were just thrown to one side or explained away ultimately so they go nowhere, and they can go nowhere unless you do a complete 180, which is what this film then has to do. And that all comes down to one person, Kathleen Kennedy, and the utter mismanagement of the Star Wars franchise under her guise, or, you know, it's just a joke, basically. So, like I say, this is the worst performing since The Phantom Menace. And will it go up? Maybe. And we've already got 159 critics in. That's a lot. Bearing in mind, ladies and gents, bearing in mind, these people would have been invited by Disney. Disney is very careful with who they invite. Very careful. In fact, so much so that they will only invite people, generally speaking, that they firmly believe will provide good reviews. It's very difficult to provide a good review when your film utterly sucks. So, let's check it out, right? Let's check out some of these reviews, because they are just terrible. Really, really, really bad. And yeah, there are some good ones in there, like, of course. But if you're looking at this, you know, it's like fresh is 91, rotten is 68. But the rotten score, it's rotten. And it's not just Rotten Tomatoes either, right? Like, it's across the board. Like, Metacritic, it's not very good on Metacritic either. So let's take a look. We'll look at some positive ones as well, guys. I'm not going to be super, super biased on this. Cartoonish and absurd. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is the film that fans demanded, but not the one the franchise deserves. I think people just wanted a coherent story, which unfortunately you can't have now because of the mismanagement. And it's not even, you know, The Last Jedi is part of it, but it goes above that. It's the leader, it's the person managing the whole bloody thing. All in all, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, wasn't my idea of a fitting end to a franchise many of us have grown up with and loved. With a couple nostalgic twists and turns, this newest and very long final installment will be as memorable as The Phantom Menace, and it's scoring similar to The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace, I believe, has got a 53%. This has got 57%. It's a joke. It is tanking. It is going to flop. And I don't mean, like, of course it's still going to make money. Of course it will. Or at least it will appear to have made a good amount of money overall, but we don't know what the net profit is. That's what I got to clarify that, right? Protagonists react in ways that never matter to us at all, because they do not serve their development as characters, but rather the preparation of the climax. It's terrible! The bones of what made the new era of saga exciting, the talented, appealing actors, the charming practical effects and creatures are still there, but it's all mired in a plot that's as sludgy as Planet Dagobah. I take some gripes of, you're talking about some people being talented. Daisy Ridley, one of the most talentless actresses out there, leading one of the most popular franchises on the planet. Incredible. In trying to please everyone, Rise of Skywalker struggles to please anyone. That's hilarious. The Rise of Skywalker is the weakest and most unengaging installment of the new trilogy. It corrects its course in a deeply fearful way to the point that it distrusts the audience. The Rise of Skywalker is a complicated blend of contradictions. It lacks the balance it desperately seeks as it entertains and disappoints with equal measure. Ugh. There's nothing bold about this movie. The Rise of Skywalker may deliver on the Star Wars nostalgia, but fails as a satisfying conclusion to this one epic franchise. It's universal, guys. It's near universal. People do not like it. We got this covered. Renowned awful website anyway. But Jeremy Jahns, right? There's nothing bold about this movie. Jeremy Jahns is pretty much one of the most down-the-line reviewers out there. Right? Whether you agree or disagree, he's very much down the line. He tries to pick out good things about anything. And if he can't like this movie, then Jesus, who can? Scott Mendelson of Forbes, his is especially bad. The Rise of Skywalker is a bad movie and a miserable finale that's of no purpose other than to reassure at least some adult fans of the original Star Wars that they are still the chosen ones of the pop culture galaxy. Fuck it up. Oh, it's so bad. And let's take a look, right? Let's take a look at all of the positives, yeah? Certified fresh. Let's take a look at these ones. Let's see what they've got to say. Let's see whether there's some negative in there which they're masquerading as positive. Because that is what the Rotten Tomatoes system allows you to do. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is an entertaining but deeply flawed final chapter that ultimately plays it too safe. And that is considered good! A deeply flawed movie is considered to be a good review. Are you smoking crack? Jesus wept. This is what I mean. Rotten Tomatoes is set up in a way which allows negative reviews to be deemed positive. That's a negative review. That is a rotten review. A deeply flawed final chapter. Terrible. To be clear up front, Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker is not a bad film. It's fun, sort of. It's satisfying, kind of. And it's a bit all over the place. How is that a positive review, guys? Overall, I enjoyed the film and I do plan to go back and watch it again. But I don't feel as strongly about going back and watching it as I have in the past with other Star Wars movies. Terrible stuff. A mix of epic filmmaking with stunning special effects that overcome the breakneck pace of a sloppy first hour. Bearing in mind that's like half the film. That's not good, is it? Half the film is sloppy. Skywalker falls somewhere between the original and Empire with respect to satisfaction. Jeez. A good but flawed movie. And in the final estimation, it definitely overcomes those flaws to provide an acceptable and entertaining conclusion. If acceptable is your yardstick for good, like quality and fresh, gee, that's not good going, is it? That's really not good going. Like, there's nothing particularly good about any of this, is there? Like, GQ magazine. We've done that one already. Like, there's nothing that good. It's crazy. And, like, most of these are from nobodies. Like, who are these? RogerEbert.com, right? It's not unlike a roller coaster ride in that it has just enough thrills to satisfy fans, but you can also see exactly where the ride begins and ends before you strap in. That's terrible. What else? It's not good. Even the positive reviews, the ones which are counting towards it being good, are not good. I'm sure we can all agree with that. And this is the flawed system of Rotten Tomatoes. This is bad. It is bad. The Guardian. The movie snaps together like a jigsaw puzzle, a series of concluding beats that seem inevitable and perfect, and designed to please all parties so long as you don't dwell on the logic too much. Basically, switch your brain off and you'll enjoy it. I got slammed in the comments by some dumbass about that. Oh, you're saying people have to be dumb to... No, I'm not, idiot. I'm saying that, with respect to movies, some movies you do have to switch your brain off to enjoy. this looks like one of them, because if you think about narrative structure and logic and plot points, it won't make sense, which seems to be the case. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker gets bogged down in exposition and course correcting The Last Jedi, but does have some fun moments of fan service. That's considered positive. Good lord! Anyway, I'm watching it in about 5 hours at midnight tonight. I'll bring you my reviews later on, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, because people are starting to see it now, so what did you think? Do you care about this? Will this go down as one of the biggest flops in cinema history because of the legacy of Star Wars? Not the money that it takes, but because of the legacy, and this is supposed to be the end. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that question. And yeah, let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Step to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. As always, though, guys, thanks so much for watching. I have been Mr. H. Take care.